to aneknosnatos, peri to, let's see, which one are we on? This is 10, dekatu aneknosnatos. Te esta, erotema.
I have some problems with, I think it's the third to last sentence. Yes. Starting with us Aftuagis, the alphone.
Aftuagis, the alphone.
I struggled with that in the third sentence.
Okay. Well, so what was your point of struggle?
Okay.
What didn't make sense?
In the first, so I started by going about it. I guess I started by going about it by just breaking it down word by word. So, and then I couldn't like put the words, like I couldn't find like a clear structure.
Okay.
I also couldn't find the subject unless that's Aftuagis.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that's okay. So we've got Aftuagis, and let's ask ourselves, what is, I think this is a really important thing that we're doing here. Okay. So let's look at Aftuagis. Let's look at the forms of Aftuagis. Okay. So we've got this one right here. What other ones do we got? Okay. All right. And so what case is this one? This has the hypothesis the two duplicate. Right. Okay. Tom. This has the hypothesis. Itiaticate. Callus. Do we have any others in there?
Right above the last one.
Aftuagis.
Okay, so it would be the subject of the sentence because ho is the. Okay. Okay, good.
Onomasticate. Okay. All right. So there's our subject. Okay. Very good. A great heuristic about how we figure out what's going on there. Okay. All right. Okay. So we know this is the subject. Okay. Keep going.
Okay.
What are the things?
From there, so I guess from there I would need to link it to the verb, or the first verb, right?
Okay.
So Aftuagis, he said.
Very good.
Very good. Aftuagis, he.
Now let's look. Okay. So he said. Now,
he said.
What do we expect when we see this? When we see fa? Because let's look at some other places where we've seen fa. Right? He said. So what else? There's another example there in this, right? Where are they?
The previous sentence.
Previous sentence right here. He said. Okay. Do we have any others in there? FA?
There's one in the next sentence. Never mind.
Okay. So we've got two. So let's look at this one, FA. And let's look at the elements. So we've got Hoda, FA, right? And what else is in this sentence? What else do we see in this sentence? Yeah, we see participle. Yeah.
Infinitives.
We see infinitives, right? We've got two infinitives. So we've got that one, and then we've got this one. What kind of infinitive is this? Harris. We've got a gap. Gig. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Is the parakamenos. Parakamenos chronos. That's perfect. Okay. All right. So we see infinitives there. Now let's look at the previous one. We have some FAs in here.
In the very bottom line.
Very good. All right. All right. So this is the okulos is talking here. Okay. So he said, and what do we see in that sentence structure? Okay. What else do we see? We see an infinitive, right? So he says, and we've got infinitives right here. Okay. So when we see FA, bless you. It's a very good one. Thank you. So what are we going to expect when we see FA? We're going to expect infinitives, which means that we're talking about what kind of syntactic construction?
Indirect discourse.
Indirect discourse. Indirect discourse. Okay. And when we expect indirect discourse with an infinitive, then we're also going to expect something, right? What's the other element that goes along with that?
Is it shift?
An accusative, okay, because the subject of the direct discourse moves into the accusative case. Okay? Now these are all things that we do automatically when we read or hear English. We automatically, when we hear something, she said, we automatically expect that, right? And we automatically expect a fully formed sort of clause, okay, with a subject and a predicate and so on. Okay? So we have to develop these same kind of reflexes in Greek. So when we see FA, based on our experience now, we're going to expect indirect discourse with an infinitive. Okay? Excellent. So let's go on to, all right, so here we are. So we've got astuages, we know this is the subject, right?
Right.
And we've got the verb, and now we're expecting some infinitives. Where are they? Athiknestai, very good. Okay, and buluestai, right? Very good. Okay, now we're going to expect something in the accusative case too, right? Okay, so what do we have? Do we have anything of the accusative case there? Auton. Auton, very much so. Auton. Okay. Him. Okay. And so who might this auton refer to? Okay. So who's he with him? Who's he with right now? He's not with Artembades, right? Because remember he sent Artembades away. So who's he with? No.
The therapist, helpers.
Oh, the herdsman. Mithridates, right? He's with Mithridates. Okay? So auton refers to Vokulos. Alright. Okay, so, alright, so take Abby, what's next?
Okay. So Astyges, do you want me to read through it?
Well, are there other things that we've done that are unclear as we try to put this together?
No, that makes more sense. That makes more sense now.
Okay. Alright, so let's try to piece it together, shall we?
Okay.
Okay.
So Astyges said,
Uh-huh.
on the one hand, or on the other hand, to him, meaning the
No.
Howard.
Well, it wouldn't be he said to him, because what case would that be? To someone?
Oh, sorry, dative.
Dative, right? Is auton in the dative case?
No.
Okay.
It's in the accusative.
In the accusative case. So he said that
So that's he
he
said that he
uh-huh.
did not
Mhm.
good
Well, this is
well okay well
he didn't do this thing well. Okay, will you last time?
this is the deliberation.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So he didn't think about it well.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, good. And note that it's in the middle case. Okay, so it's the middle for UOMI. So thinking things through for himself. Right? Okay, deliberate. Okay. Astuage said that he did not, that he was not, and note that this is present tense, that he's not thinking this through well, right? Okay. Okay. What is the case of this? This has the hypnosis to load. Right? It's accusative. Absolutely, very good. It's accusative. So epithum on, okay. Untos, okay, and then unta is the dative, and unta is the accusative, right? Okay, and it goes with what? Mm-hmm. So Astuages said that he, the herdsman, was not thinking this through well. Epithumunta.
Longing.
Longing or wanting. Okay.
Wanting in
wanting to athikneistai. Reach, arrive at.
Wanting to arrive at, this is the greatest punishment, or the greatest, like.
Into big punishments, okay? All right, so let's put that together, all right, so far. Astuages said that.
Astuages said that he is not, thinking well, wanting to reach the greatest punishments.
Yeah, greatest punishments. And not so much punishments, okay, but anankas.
Restraint?
Or necessity. Necessity. But what would this necessity constitute in this kind of environment? Necessity or compulsion?
I'm not sure.
Okay. The cowherd is talking to whom?
Astyages.
Astyages, and who is Astyages?
The king.
The king. The cowherd is talking to the king. And he's asking one question. He said, Hothan, from where did he get this child?
Okay.
And the cowherd said, it's my kid.
Yeah.
And Astuages says, I don't think you're really thinking this through very well.
Right.
And that apparently you wanting to experience, if you will, to reach great compulsions. Torture. Right? Okay. Those you better fess up, okay? Because it's gonna get ugly.
Okay.
I know this isn't your kid.
Okay.
All right. Okay, very good. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, so let's keep going.
Okay.
Hamatelegon.
At once.
At the same time.
At the same time, the speech or him saying this.
Him saying this, and who's saying it?
Astyages.
Astyages. Very good. At the same time saying.
At the same time saying this.
Okay.
Or that.
Okay.
That.
That. Yeah, very good. Saying. Okay, so we're going to have indirect discourse.
Right.
And if we in indirect discourse, what are we going to expect?
Infinitive.
An infinitive. Do we have an infinitive?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he's saying okay, saying these things. S is slightly different construct. So we need to saying these things. He es semina. So at the same time that he said these things, at the same time he's saying, you are not really thinking this through very well, and apparently want to experience torture. Okay. And at the same time he was saying that, he said, he esemina,
Is that,
he signaled,
okay.
he signaled,
Okay. He
he signaled to toistoroforos,
is this no the spear bearers
the spear bearers. He
Right.
signaled to the spear bearers to
to take him
take him,
grasp him.
to
Yeah.
grasp him. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so take us through that whole sentence.
Okay, so Astyages said
Mhm.
that he
Mhm.
he
Let me just follow.
Said-
You said
said
that he
that he was not
uh-huh,
think,
uh-huh,
thinking well
uh-huh, good.
about
Planning. thinking
planning.
well, yeah.
Wanting, longing
Uh-huh.
to reach
Uh-huh.
to arrive at the greatest torture,
Uh-huh. Not the greatest, but megalas, just big tortures.
big torture.
Okay.
So, yeah. At the same time,
Mhm.
saying that
These things.
these things, he
Uh-huh.
showed, no,
And he showed,
He showed-
signal
he signaled the spear bearers
Uh-huh.
to grasp him.
to grasp him. Very good. Excellent. Take us through that, Adrian.
There one question is the semi-ne, is that at all related to the semi-ne that we see in notes?
Yeah. So it has, a sema is a sign. Okay, sema. From which we get the word semantic, right? Sema, tosema. Okay, tosema. So semaino, which is the verb from this, okay, means to signal, to use a sign, if we will, okay, to use a sign. And in that context, and we know that when we use a sign, that's the literal sense of semaino. But in the metaphorical or related sense, to use a sign or a symbol is to communicate, okay, to mean something. Okay? So you will see it in this particular case, it's the more literal sense, to signal. We use it more in its related sense of to mean something. Okay, so if it means something, that's exactly the same word. Esima. The same. Okay. All right. Very good. Take us through that sentence.
Astyages said that he, the herdsman, is not deliberating well.
Mm-hmm.
The
Epa thumund. So this is from Epa and thumos. Okay. And thumos, remember what the thumos is?
not related to
Okay. It's not related to thuro. Good thinking. Okay. Thumos is what happens here. Okay. And remember, for the Greeks, this was both a seat of emotion and of rationality. Okay. So thumos can refer to both anger or a passion or an emotion, but it also can refer to a cognitive process. Okay. So epithumos. So this is in his heart. Okay. That is thinking or wanting, desiring to athikneestai.
so he's not wanting to receive the biggest punishments of torture.
Yeah, torture. So big compulsions. Okay, big compulsions. And athikneomai is a word that you're going to see a lot because it means to arrive at something. Okay, to arrive at something, and it almost always takes the prepositional phrase ace something. to arrive at something. Okay? You will see it mostly in a literal physical sense, to arrive at the island or the city. Okay, but here he's reaching a point of having to experience torture.
For megalos, it's not. You said it's just big, not biggest.
It's not the biggest.
How do you make the name superlative?
Okay, so this is megas, megale, megon, is, if you were to look this up in the list, okay? The superlative is megastos. Okay. Megastos, so megas, megale, megon is big, megastos is biggest. Like kalastos.
In the comparative for bigger.
It's actually minomos, I think. I'll have to check this. Check megas, look at I want the comparative megas. It's an irregular. Very good. All right, so take us through this. All right, you were doing this, Adrian?
From the beginning.
Yep.
Assages saying that
Said
that he, the person, is not deliberating well and desiring to arrive at big torture.
At big torture. Very good.
And while saying these things.
Excellent.
He signaled the guards to take him.
Very good. Kalos. Melanie.
Also, I
Right.
said
Very good.
to him,
Said that. Didn't say to him.
oh sorry, yeah. Said that he, I mean, heard it was thinking well.
Very good.
Wanting to arrive into that like big punishment culture. At the same time, he was saying these things. He signaled to the spirit
Excellent.
to take him.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Abby, one more time.
Okay. Assaji said that he is not thinking clearly. Wanting to arrive at big torture. At the same time saying these things. The signal the spirit bearers to take the count.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Okay. So let's go back because I think we've got. I think how far did we get? Okay. Let's go through. We'll go all the way down, and then we'll because I think we have a sentence in between there that we need to connect. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's go through this. Everybody together. Okay. Tauta legontos tu paidos.
In English?
Yeah.
Well, the child said these things.
Very good.
The recognition.
Recognition came into
Also,
Astoages. Very good. Of him.
And two also.
Very good.
Like characters
The character
of his
Of his face.
of his face, right? Seem to resemble, very to be comparable to resemble
To himself.
to his own, yeah, to himself, right?
And
The response seems right,
to be
to be
more free.
more free, rather free, okay, quite free.
That
And
the The time.
the time
Of
Uh,
the exposure.
of the exposure seemed
to go together.
to go together, very good,
With the age of the child.
with the age of the child, very good, excellent. Okay, and note that subino, this compounded form, takes a dative case object. This is not uncommon that verbal verbs that have a compounded, they're compounded with a preverb, take a dative case object. Okay? Right? Ekplages,
Having.
Is that the shop
Yeah.
in Benstead?
okay, shocked
Shop.
By these things.
by these things.
Features.
She was
For a
speechless
time
for a time. Huh? Allison?
with much difficulty.
Uh-huh.
When
Recovered.
Having recovered, okay. Having literally been carried up, okay. Composed, we might even say. After a while, you said, wishing, send out, to send out, of course, hearts and bodies, very good.
So that
So that,
recovered
having taken
the cowherd
the cowherd
alone.
alone,
we could interrogate.
you could interrogate him. And note here, this is a great thing about Greek, is that this accusative case object can be the object of both the preposition, the participle, and the verb. Very good. Megas Magali, but we want the comparative form.
Oh.
Okay, very good. Okay, so keep going. He said, Tembaras. I
Will
do these things so that you and your child
Will not
will complain nothing. Okay, will complain nothing. Will find fault with nothing. Okay, will fault nothing. Okay. Okay. All right. And okay, tone man. Okay. On the one hand, Archambaria, he and they. So he sends. Okay. On the Huron, on the other hand, Cyrus, the
guards,
the guards, the helpers, the inside,
urged, or urging,
with
the urging of
Astuages,
the command.
commanding. Okay. Very good. There it is. Oh, it's made zone. Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you. Very good. I left out a consonant. Sorry about that. It's made zone. All right. Okay. Very good. So here we are. At A. All right. So this is this is what we need to do. We need to connect B. We need to go from here down to here. Okay. So here we go. Tispulatai ton logon menue. Who wants to try it? Who wants to translate it?
If we can go through the blue note right there.
Okay.
might Be able to be more ready.
Okay, good. Excellent. Let's do the blue note. Upa lekato. Upa lekato. Proton man. First. Okay. N2 from Tuncano, in Tuncano. What's the number? Just has to arithmos. Plural, okay. Te este to prosopon, what's the person? Second, okay, so it's second, deuteron, okay, so second person plural, okay. What's our tense? This is from en, tum, kano. Okay, so well, okay, so what do we have right here? What's this?
Past.
It's a temporal augment, right? So it's got to be past, right? Is it imperfect or aorist?
Aorist.
It's aorist, right? It's aorist. Because there's a stem change, right? Very good, excellent. So you did something to this verb. Did something in pentoi kai ekostoi anagnosmata. In the 5 and ekostoi.
20.
5 and 20, and the 20 in reading 25, you encountered this, okay? You met this, okay? Right? And note that this is, again, this is a compounded form, and our object is in the dative case. You encountered this verb in reading 25. And here's where you got it. Alote e deatai to enchupen e moi kinunon homegastos. Can you remember that? Okay, the greatest danger. Okay, what else is left? Okay, in the present circumstances for me than the greatest of dangers. Okay, okay. Poda synthetos. Okay, this compound tupos, one form. Meta from, not from, but meta plus the genitive. That's would be the accusative. With tes prothesikos, the preposition or the thing that's placed before. Okay. Ubo. No way. Means. Okay. Means. Nous means. Means sort of one's perception, the ability to perceive something. Okay, means, and we see this not in the same means. Katatain dialecton, according to the dialect of the English, I leave behind. Okay, so that's okay. So, but what tense is that? It's a past tense. All right, so it's okay. So we've got that.
That would
Okay.
be since
The
the
or
cowherd
when the cowherd
was left behind.
had been left behind, and note that this is pluperfect. Okay, so
Had
here's
been left behind,
had been left behind,
all by himself.
all by himself, alone by himself.
He
Who's he?
Astuages.
Astuages, Ereto.
What is the principle? What is that thing?
This is from Ero.
See?
He did something, him, the following.
Oh, he said
Okay, he said, but what kind of word is this?
he asked.
He asked him, okay, he asked him, and here's what he asked him. Pothen lavoi tom pliga,
The child you carried.
okay, Pothen,
Why?
no. So we have who, okay, where, boy, where to,
Where from?
where from, Pothen, where from
From
did he
did that child come?
lavo? From Lambano,
Carried?
that's Pharaoh.
It's hard. Okay, so it's not. It's take up.
Take, yeah. From whence did he take Ton Haida.
Oh, where did you take the child?
Okay, or where we could say, where did you get the child?
And
And, not Tim, but Tis. Who?
who?
Who? Who? No. Okay, this is from the verb to be.
Okay. Who
Optative of the verb to be.
was
Who was
the
the one who para denuncia.
brought up? Or,
Not para denoma. Testimony
Gave.
para denoma. Yes, handed over.
Andrew.
And who was the hander over?
Okay.
The paradus. Okay. Very good. Take us to that, Melanie. That much?
Okay. So starting at Tom.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So when the cow herd
Very good.
was left behind alone
Uh-huh.
by himself,
Very good.
Osterades
Uh-huh.
asked
Uh-huh.
him the following.
Very good.
Where from?
Uh-huh.
Did he take the child?
Did you take shot? Very good.
And
Yeah.
like, who is the person who handed it?
Very good. And who was the person who handed it over? Well, is. Okay. All right. Very good. Hoda
The
and he, and who's the ho here?
hostile.
Well, no.
It must be
The cow herd. And
he from
he, okay, said that
the
child
was from
is
his
ex how to
from himself.
take on the
He
night.
came from him.
And
And
understood his wife
his wife gave birth.
gave birth to him. Okay, so this is a conflated thing. Okay. So he said that it's from himself, he said himself, and that that this child was been born. Okay, so this is again go Nenai goes with exactly that the child was from him, and that his wife, and that she gave birth to him. Okay. Very good. And that she was still par heptoi.
So bring her
Still with him.
With him.
They're still with him. Okay. Right, and then Ostraga said this, okay. And now we're going to come down here. Hoda agomenos, and he
Led.
being led, estas anankas,
Into
To be
torture.
tortured.
into torture, he efenga,
Said
in this way,
in this way.
ton onta logo,
The following.
not
Last.
the onta, or the participle of the verb to be. So here, the what?
Being
The being. So what does that mean? Not the following. Yeah, it does mean present, the thing that exists. So what would that mean in this one? Hoon logos. The logos that is. Okay? So what would that mean?
true.
The truth. Okay?
Oh.
The true speech. Okay? Right. Onta in the truth. Okay. Arkomenos. Arkomenos arches.
Which being first.
Well, beginning. Being first means beginning, right? Beginning. Arches. From the beginning. Beginning from the beginning. The XAA. Yeah. ek, a,
He went from
through, okay,
through
he went through, okay, from the beginning he went through, chromenos, using, making use, of te aletheia. The truth, okay. And he kat ebina, and he came down eis litas to supplications, okay, to supplications, okay, and keliwe, and implores, okay, that auton, that he eking have sungnome autor, that he have forgiveness or understanding for him. Okay. All right, good. We'll call it a day today, and I will provide some instructions about what's going to happen.